What's up, guys? It's Gutex. I am here with EG.K-Brad. He's chilling. And, we were talking about. Oh, here, lean forward, though. We can talk about this. We were talking a little bit about what people do wrong or don't do in training mode. For
Yeah.
example, like a lot of people, such as myself, um, you know, we don't have the best execution, so we spend a lot of time working to make sure that our execution is at least halfway decent. But when I watch you train, you don't practice all that stuff because it seems like you don't even need to practice execution as much as you need to practice like scenarios or outcomes.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about let's say what you were telling me earlier about how to punish a specific setup?
All right. So the when we were just talking about that, I just thought of like the perfect person, and it's Shao Hai. Like Shao Hai is like considered the best Camry, but he doesn't do max damage combos. Like if you ever watch Shao Hai, when you watch Shao Hai versus Bonchan when you beat him at Canada, and when you beat him in Canada, he didn't do max damage combos. He just had setups and he knew how to punish all the right situations. So and he had setups off the back door, of course, but other Camry players, they try to focus on like max damage and everything. They might drop the combo, but you drop a combo, you'll still get put in a situation where you'll be able to hit them again. But if you don't know how to hit a person, then you are practicing the wrong things in training mode. Like we'll just use Camry versus Sagat. So Camry Sagat, every time at a certain range, every time Sagat throws out standing forward, you can counter it with standing strong, and then go into drill, and then you get a knockdown, and you get to vortex them after that. But some people don't know that. Just like when Sagat throws out standing short at max range, if he just likes to throw out standing short, you can throw out crouching strong, and it'll beat it, or it'll trade, and the trade is in your favor because it's strong versus short. So it's just certain things people need to know, the ranges that you need to stand at, and the punishes on certain things. Like a lot of people still aren't punishing FADC forward, and the reason why they're not punishing it, and I just was messing with this. Everybody's -5, but certain people's dashes are a lot faster. So you have to hit the button a lot faster. So Sagat's dash is pretty slow. So when he does DP FADC forward, you can wait, jab into whatever. Poisons is really fast. So you can, the minute she does it, you have to hit jab immediately. So they're all -5, but you just have to hit the button at a different time. So a lot of stuff like that, people should like look at instead of, oh, I need to practice my like practicing your combos is good, but punishing is way more important than practicing your combos, because punishing is like a guaranteed thing. Like practicing your combos, you never know if you're gonna hit that huge combo. You never know if you're gonna do your stylish combo or this, that, and the third. You might never get a chance to do it at all. So I would always practice my punishes, because punishing is guaranteed. If you do DP FADC backdash with Sagat, majority of the cast can punish it. They're like, his backdash is really bad. He actually has to forward dash because his backdash is so much worse. If I'm Cammy and Sagat does FADC D3 FADC backdash, I get to ultra him. So I get to like react to the backdash and throw out ultra. If he does forward dash, the best I get is like fierce, because my fierce is 4 frames. My fierce is 4 frames. So you can dash forward, I get fierce low forward drill, but it's better than an ultra. Or you can hold it, DP FADC hold, but there's punishes for that too. So I feel like people should always punish properly. If you punish properly, that's pretty much half the game right there. And then you work on your other stuff, your combos, your anti-airs and stuff like that. But that's another punish. Someone jumps at me, I punish them with an anti-air. So if you work on your punishing, I think punishing actually isn't even 50. I think it's like 60 to 70% of the game, and then the rest is neutral. Like knowing what buttons to throw out when you're standing up, knowing what buttons not to throw out when you have the life lead, knowing not to do anything at all. Like all these things come in the match. You can't learn them in training mode. I can't go in training mode and tell myself, okay, I have the life lead, let me not do anything. It comes with experience. So I think people should play more and people should come out more, because you only get that experience in tournament. Like playing in casuals is fun. It's like even money matches. Like okay, you lose a little bit of money, but it's nothing like playing on stage with all the people like looking at you and cheering you on or booing you, and that's when you'll be able to get that experience you need to sit on a life lead, or like don't do anything when you should be like sitting down. So I think people should like definitely do that.
So When approaching how to make sure that you know how to punish everything, where do you start? Like, how do you decide, okay, well, what should I learn to punish first? Like, where do you start?
I try to punish the most common moves. So, um, okay, Yun. Yun, you hit shoulder. He does standing strong into shoulder. You can't really punish it, but what you can do is you can actually react to it and alter in between or DP in between. So I try to like practice like if he does it and last minute doing a DP or something like that because that's his most popular move. Neutral jump. Every single time Yun does neutral jump, you stand jab. You stand jab over and over again just in case he dive kicks. Your stand jab will either beat the dive kick clean or it'll trade, but you're not in that bad position where like he's pressuring you anymore.
So let's say you start with the character. I mean, I would imagine that most people have a group of players that they play with regularly. You know, guys who are like taking it serious. And so let's say you would start with one of their characters. So what was the last? Maybe what we can do is we can show people like what was the last one that you worked on?
Oh, okay. The last character that I practiced on?
The last scenario that you practiced punishing.
Oh yeah, it was on Zangief.
Okay.
So, what people don't understand is something that Zangief players get away with. It's not even just Snake Eyes, because I've seen Itabashi do it, and it's something that no one is punishing at all. Even like I think he might have even caught me with it when we played at TFC. I can't remember. I got to check the match again, but it's light green hat. So we'll do. I guess we'll do Cammy. Yeah, we'll do. I will usually pick Chun-Li in this match, but let's just use Cammy since that's my character. So Cammy versus Zangief. All right, so
And so you would you say that this is like the most common setup that Zangief players do?
yeah, because they feel like light green hat is really good, which it is. It's good to throw out, and it's good like you can combo into it now, and you're only -2. But people don't understand -2 is actually bad for Zangief because of the
What
fact
was it
that
before?
I don't know what it was in the old version.
But was it plus or minus
It
before?
was still
Okay,
minus.
got it,
You
okay.
could never combo into it because you always get punished. Like you get like a free punish. So, in this version, they're like, okay, it's -2. I can punish it. I mean, I can just throw it out. They can't punish me. But people don't understand. -2 is pretty serious because throws in this game are 3 frames. So since the light green hand on hit is -2, throws 3 frames. His fastest move is 1 frame, which is his grab. Yeah. So
So what did you use? What do you use to to do all your frame data stuff? Like, are you going to like Event Hubs or SRK or what do you use?
No, on my phone I have a FA tool.
FA tool.
So I downloaded the app, and it's actually one of the best apps I've ever seen.
Yeah, I have it too, but
yeah.
I don't use it that much.
It's so good. Like you can like write your notes in it as all the frame data, everything's up to date. It's so good. The only thing that I think it does not have, and maybe they'll probably be working on this. I'm not sure. Is DP FADC backdashes for characters. They have the DP FADC forward, and
Where is DP FADC forward?
it's when you go into frame data, and then you go to the character, which is like Ivoryu, and then where's this dragon punch?
Oh, it must be at the top, right?
Yeah, right here.
Right.
Sure you can light punch, medium punch, heavy punch, FADC,
Whoa.
-5. Yeah. So it has everybody, it has the DP FADC forward. But, it definitely, if it had the
I don't know if you guys can see it right there.
yeah, the DP FADC back, if it had that would be the sickest thing. I think that's the only thing that I don't see in that app. And you have, like I said, it's a spot where you can write your notes down and everything, like certain things that work on certain characters. It's really good. It's one of the best apps I've ever downloaded.
Well, it does have at the top, it does have health stun, forward dash, back dash, level 1 FADC forward, level 1 FADC back, level 2 FADC forward, level 2 FADC back,
Yeah.
and ultra scaling at the top. I honestly, like, I haven't seen these numbers laid out like this anywhere else.
Yeah, I like the person that put in the time for that, dude. Like, I'm definitely like appreciative for like you doing that, man. We salute you.
Yes. All right, so let's get into.
Oh yeah, so what we were talking about. So, okay,
So you looked. Okay, so to rewind, Zangief players like to throw out light green hand because it's only -2.
Yeah, -2.
And through looking at Zangief's frame data,
yeah, and it'll definitely tell you.
You were able to look and see, well, what move has the fastest startup?
Yeah.
We have.
It'll be 1 frame. Yeah. So his EG.K-Brad.
Yeah, EX running back.
The suplex.
Uh-huh.
So, all right. So what happens is, let me explain it first. What happens is, since grabs are 3 frames, and he's -2, and that's 1 frame, so it's 3-3. So it's 3. We're both at 3 frames right now.
Because
so my grab, yeah. So
because
my
the
grab
-2
will be,
plus the
plus the 1 frame.
1 frame.
So my grab will beat your command grab.
Because all throws, not all throws, but most throws beat command
grab.
EX command grab.
Yeah. So since that's the case, you can always throw. But what people have been getting hit with a lot, since they know that, since the smart players, they know that I can throw him. The smarter players like Itabashi and Snake Eyes are like, okay, you can throw me. I'm going to backdash and I'm going to SPD you. But people don't understand. Zangief's backdash is not the best in the world. It's not the fastest in the world.
Let's actually see how many frames it is. Backdash is 26 frames.
Exactly.
Forward dash is 26 frames. To compare that to a character with a really fast dash like Rose, forward dash is 22 frames. Backdash is 22 frames.
Yeah.
20 frames and 22 frames.
Yeah.
But Zangief's is 26 frames both ways.
So what people don't understand is that when Zangief does light green hand, and then he backdashes SPDs, every character can backdash. But the thing is, people will try to throw, and they'll be like, oh crap, I whiffed the throw. I'm grabbed. No, it's not the case. If you whiff the throw, you still have enough time to backdash every single time. It does not matter.
So can we just... Oh, this doesn't have the throw in it. Oh, It does. Okay, so just looking at Cammy's frame data.
Yeah.
Forward throw starts up in 3 frames, is active for 2 frames, and then recovers in 20 frames. So we're talking 25 frames total. So because Zangief's backdash is 26 frames, plus the startup of the 2 frames, so you have a 3 frame gap at which you would be free to do whatever.
Now, for other people that don't know what the hell we're talking about,
Let's just okay.
Like, because I used to be that guy that didn't understand frames at all, so I would just test
same.
everything in training mode. So for the people that don't understand what's going on, let me put the meter up. So what'll happen is, again, Zangief will do a combo like that, right? So once he'll do that combo, he'll either go in, like most Zangief players go into this. Straight into that, right? And you have to take it because you tried to throw them, and you probably messed up the timer, right? But you can throw them every time, so you can do every time he does that, you can throw him, right? So I just threw him out of it. I should be able to throw him again if I time it right. If you time it wrong, that's on you, But it should always be a throw. Now, since smart Zangief players know this, they would do something like this. Sorry about that. They will do that. That is a very common Zangief trick.
Yeah, I've gotten hit by that, like...
Everyone gets hit by it, dude. But little do they know, like I said, every character with throw. You throw, the throw will whiff because you backdash. The minute you see that you did that, you backdash too, and then you get punished. So... Or you could do something like this. If you can jab, like it's a lot of stuff you can do. punish, because his backdash doesn't go that far. But this is the safest option. Throw, backdash, ultra. Majority of the casts.
What if?
Or if you don't have an ultra that goes far like Cammy's, you can, stand in fierce. You can walk up sweep. A lot of stuff you can do. Chun-Li can actually backdash ultra also with ultra 2. It's a lot of characters that can actually just ultra that. And people aren't using that enough because what they do is they don't react to the whiff throw. What they do is they're like, okay, SPD, I'm always going to throw now. So what you do is you throw, they'll throw whiffs, and you freeze, and you're like, oh, well, the throw whiffed, okay? And now you're already SPD'd, and now you're back in the vortex. So you always have to react to your whiff throw. So when your throw whiffs, always mash backdash, see the SPD come out, then react to SPD accordingly. And then that's one of the things that I practice in training mode that I just don't see a lot of people doing. So I'm actually getting into training a lot. I was training a lot for the Capcom Pro Tour, so now that it's pretty much finished for me, I don't think I'm going to stop training. All I want to do is practice and figure out like the different scenarios and different setups. So I'm figuring out all these things now. So this is how people should go into training mode. The most common setups that people use with X character, find out how to punish it, find out how to deal with it. And if you don't know frame data, even before I use frame data, I would just go in training mode and see what punishes what, how to do with this. It takes a lot longer because you have to test every little thing. But if you actually do know frame data, you just look at stuff like this. -2, I can throw it every single time. I can recover from my backdash. It's a lot of technical stuff that comes with the game that I'm glad that I'm actually like diving into now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, man. I think a lot of people out there are in the same boat as, I'm not even going to say we were, as you were. I'm somebody like me, I'm still there, where, thinking about what to practice and how to utilize my time is something that I'm always thinking about because, I got other stuff to do. And I'm sure you guys out there are the same way. So if you guys want more personal training from K-Brad, we got a little URL that you can go to that I am putting on the screen now. Oh yes, should have thought about this one beforehand. Check that out.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah. meetme.so/K-Brad. And so he's here for a few days, and so what you can do is book a private session with him, and he'll help you like he helped me, because I got stuck in that setup so many times, more times than I care to admit, to be honest. And, so he's available for you to help you with your game. So, K-Brad, thank you.
Oh, no problem, man.
So, go to that URL right there on the screen. I'm going to make that clickable as well. So, thanks for watching, guys. Like the video, leave a comment. If you guys got a question, that'd be good too. Maybe we can go through some questions later.
Yeah.
But thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later. Oh, and follow K-Brad on Twitter, K-Brad at K-Brad JStorm.
JStorm.
All right, later, guys.
All right, man.